is an important operation, so listen carefully. Descendant, what's the status of the Hagios operation? We haven't received any comms. We were getting worried. What did you say? The recon squad's communication was sent 48 hours ago? That doesn't make any sense. How have the Vulgus developed advanced tech warfare capabilities? Run the details by me again, please? Alright, so Eamon was excavating a phase shift gate in the hidden ruins, and he discovered that the damaged device emitted quantum waves which acted as jamming signals. I see. I understand that he would have taken advantage of such an opportunity. It seems luck is not on our side. If we'd received this report sooner, we could have acted on the information. But at least we have some useful intel, even if it didn't reach us at the right time. If we can find the excavated phase shift gate, we'll still be able to achieve our goal. I'm more concerned with the operation at the White Knight Gulch. It's taking longer to detach the Ironheart than we expected. At this rate, it may not be completed by the time Corell's fleet arrives. We've already had reports of Vulgus forces appearing near to the gulch. We're running out of time. I wish there was some way that we could turn things around. We'll just have to do the best we can on both fronts for now. Please continue with the operation.
Wait, are comms back up? Is this Jaber's received signal?
Blair, why are you in the Hagios?
It is you, turret boy. It's nice to hear your voice. Have you eaten? What would happen to me? Well, it's a long story. There was the Vulgus forward base and these weird cargo trucks. I ran into all sorts of things. While all that was happening, comms were down and the guide was nowhere to be seen. There were a lot of enemies and that weird beam of light phenomenon. Everything was nuts.
The gist. Give me the gist. Vulgus base, cargo trucks. Actually, just send your current location. I should hear this in person.
That sounds good to me. I'll send you the coordinates. You send me updates on what's been going on at your end. Over here. Come on in. Have you eaten? Damn. Jaber sent me the sit rep. Things have really hit the fan. Oh, you asked why I was here. I heard the scouts were having a difficult time of it, so I snuck in to make them a warm meal. A kind of surprise event. But the real surprise was prepared by Corell. God damn it, he seems like someone with no table manners. So no change there. Anyway, the Vulgus passed through this way not long ago with a convoy of cargo trucks loaded up with a ton of stuff. When I tracked the convoy with the scouts, we found some kind of Vulgus forward base. It looked like it had been built in a hurry, but the security was no joke. What's worse, there was a commander-level Vulgus with heavy armor and high-powered weapons. He chased us, the bastard, and when we called for backup, there was no response. We ended up fighting for several days while being totally surrounded when suddenly a beam of light appeared from somewhere near the ruins. Maybe that fat-ass commander was also distracted by the beam of light because he stopped attacking, and we were able to retreat. Just. By the time we managed to regroup, the only ones of us left were Dominic here and me. Had I known what would happen, I would have brought my friends more than just a meal. It was their last supper, in the end. Which is why, if you're going to that Vulgus forward base now, you need to let Dominic and me tag along. They flipped the table in front of the chef, and it's time to teach them some real table manners. Also, if you want to prevent them from getting the Ironheart, you're gonna need more people. Dominic will show you the way to the forward base. Let's head there and turn up the heat.
Why do more and more people keep getting involved?
Recon Squad, reporting. Nice to meet you. My name's Dominic. I'm a scout accompanying Blair. In order to get to the Vulgus forward base, you have to secure this area first, as it's our main route. There's also a number of important additional tasks to do. Blair's already familiar with this terrain. I'll fill him in on the mission separately. You'll need to follow the instructions given by the Recon Squad. Or what's left of it, anyway, as Zachary and I are the only ones who survived. Anyway, good luck. Oh, by the way, I heard from Zachary. His troops were hit pretty hard, but I heard you took the enemy to task and helped Zachary get his own back. Thanks for that. And Blair, your meal was also very tasty. I feel like I always owe you Descendant something. When this battle is over, I'll buy you a drink in Albion on behalf of my entire team. I promise.
Dominic, that's what you call a death flag right there. Soldiers are superstitious, you know that.
Okay then, I'll bake you a pie or something after the war is over. Not even you can top my mother's recipe.
Keep it up, you joker. Them's fighting words right there.
Just ignore the hairball, Dominic.
We've identified a large-scale Vulgus supply transport. Sending the coordinates to your receive now. The enemy is blocking all movement to our target point. We need you to break through. You should be able to see where the enemy is blocking entry. Your target is the supplies that are inside. The supplies are Kuiper ores secured by the enemy. You need to quickly destroy all Kuiper which has already been exposed to Vulgus energy. Strategic point has been secured and the enemy supply network has been dealt a heavy blow. Great work.
All right, is everybody ready to turn up the heat? This next operation will be a diversion.
While you're attacking here, Blair will clear a path to their front base.
Sous Chef, whip up something with the Vulgus, please. They're heading your way.
The enemy force is larger than expected. You should exercise caution. Vulgus signals coming from inside. Watch out for any possible ambushes that may be waiting for you. There's a substantial force stationed here as well.
Defense Commander begs. Relaying orders. Stop the Descendants. Prove your loyalty and achieve new glory.
That voice. It sounds like the Vulgus commander who attacked us. Is that right, Dominic?
You would be correct. It is my greatest wish to get rid of that bastard. Descendant, the operation is a success. Great work out there.
Good. Now that we've gained control of this much of the area, I think we can start attacking their base directly. I've marked where to regroup. Let's get moving.
I wish we could find some clues on how to access the Prime Hand.
Loading.
Over here. Okay, let's see what we have to do here then. So, we have to locate the phase shift gate that Eamon discovered and analyze it to figure out how it was done. That's easy enough. Jaber and the guide can do the analysis while the infiltration team fight their way into the base and wreak havoc. I want Dominic on higher ground to get eyes on the base and provide sniper support as necessary. I'll head out first. You guys follow me later.
I'll search for a terminal that can be accessed internally. Wait here. The place where we spotted the signal is the point where connection should be possible. Over to you, guide. I hope you'll be able to find some useful information.
The enemy has been extracting quantum energy that was stored inside the phase shift gates. There is a separate facility where energy is extracted and controlled. We must find this place.
If that's the case, we have no other option except search the entire base.
Descendant, once you've done everything you need to do, you need to destroy the power source so that Vulgus can no longer use it. I'll mark the location of the power units. Power units have been destroyed. Excellent work.
Watch carefully.
This is Zachary. The enemy's anti-aircraft fire is making it difficult for Albion transport planes to land.
Zach, watch out. There's an anti-air railgun installed at this base. Tell the transport plane pilot to stand by. Descendant, the device that controls the enemy anti-air guns is at the target zone. You'll need to get past the enemy's defense first. Target device is inside. When you get close, Eckert will attempt to neutralize it remotely. Eckert, do you need more time to disable the control unit?
The Vulgus is locked off. Looks like we'll have to destroy it ourselves.
Descendant, it's time for physical action. Control unit spotted. Transmitting to your receive. You have to destroy it. Hurry. One more control unit remaining.
I'm loading.
Zach, the enemy anti-air artillery have been neutralized. Help guide the transport planes to land.
Master Eamon, the forward base is under attack. Descendants are approaching the ruins. We need reinforcements. Master Amos, what is going on? Why does he not reply to our communication? I will send my personal commando unit for now. The Descendants must be stopped.
Transport plane carrying the heroes is returning to Albion. Relaying our thanks for your support.
The heroes?
The men of the recon squad. We're sending back the bodies of our teammates we were able to recover.
Thank you for all your hard work, Zap. I'll make my way back shortly.
These coordinates are close to the Prime Hand's ruins. The Vulgus signals are already going crazy.
I was gonna join Zachary. Are you sure you won't need me on support?
Compared to the Vulgus that are gonna swarm the White Knight Gulch and Albion, this is nothing.
And I've got all the support I need. And your promise of homemade pie at the end of it all. There's no way I'm dying without a taste of that.
Yeah, that's a death flag.
Damn it! I'm sure I'll be okay.
Descendant. We've detected signs of the quantum energy extracted from the phase shift gate in some electrical equipment. We need to get our hands on that equipment and analyze it to see how the enemy used the quantum energy. Then we should be able to find a way to enter the Prime Hand's ruins. Now that we're here, I'm almost certain it's the right place. The subtle feeling of the Iron Heart particles, this pain, and its familiarity. The inverted Ironheart is definitely inside those ruins. But the inversion technology database left by the ancestors is not yet accessible, Descendant. We have no guarantee as to what will happen, nor do we know whether we will be able to control the inverted Ironheart. Based on the data I have collected so far, I will try to come up with as many backup plans as possible. I hope that what we do here will give us the power to strike back, Descendant.
I mean, we can always rely on our arcade somehow, if something happens. So we got us this far, right?
Arcade's an unfathomable power. Unfathomable potential, too.
That's what you call hope, Jaber.
Hope.
hold on. I'm detecting the same type of energy as the battery has, flowing from inside the cave. I've identified numerous traps inside the cave, so be careful.
Jaber, this base is connected to the Prime Hand's ruins and the power grid. It's another phase shift gate. Ha! Analyzing this type of equipment will be much more efficient for me. I will try to understand what the Vulcans were up to here. Heyman extracted energy from the phase shift gate here, then overloaded it by sending power to the sealed gate. All power facilities nearby were set up for this purpose.
Demolish the cave where the extractor is located! Master Amon has achieved his goal!
Did you just hear that? Get out now! The enemy is going after the cave.
If only I was able to attack. I would not have allowed them to get this far. However, for all of you, this is your opportunity to earn new body prosthetics and persona.
Thank you for all your hard work, Descendant. Now let's find a way to reactivate the phase shift gate. A drone that can collect energy will be arriving shortly. Be ready, Descendant. I will identify the Vargas units which have high quantum energy saturation levels. steal the energy.
I don't have enough firepower to cover Jaber by myself. Can you take out some enemies from your side? I can't tell if this is a Descendant or Jaber's turret.
The fire turret. That's not a bad idea. I'll add it to my list of things to develop.
The enemy defensive has died down.
With this amount of energy, we should be able to reactivate the phase shift gate. Thank you, Descendant.
Wait. There was a minor problem when I tried to activate the phase shift gate. Let's meet at the entrance to the Prime Hands ruins.
So, this isn't one of those situations where one of us has to remain outside to control the energy, is it? You're not disagreeing with me.
Checking signal. Stand by. Because you've hit the nail on the head. As Eamon didn't open the gate through any normal means, I figured there'd probably be some lingering consequences. But the gate to access the ruins was more volatile than I anticipated. If we leave it operational, there'll be another quantum pulse explosion, like the one we saw with the abandoned gate at the cave. We have to temporarily stop the energy supply to the gate after the infiltration begins, and reactivate it once the infiltration team completes their operation. Considering the number of Vulgus headed this way, there's no way we can control and defend the gate with just one Descendant. We need 2 or more Descendants to stay here.
No time to waste. Jaber, you operate the gate, I'll cover you. We'll hold this place down no matter what. Infiltration team, you guys go and retrieve the Ironheart. Does that work for everyone?
Blair, it won't be smooth sailing for you guys.
Ha! You think your job's gonna be any easier? Good luck, infiltration team. Guide, you hang in there too.
I promise we'll return with the Ironheart, no matter what.